Welcome to the Zoom classroom experience. Before you begin, let's make sure you're set up for success. Spend a few minutes before your first class to make sure your Zoom setup is good to go. If you're using Zoom for the first time, start by downloading it. You also want to make sure you're in a quiet space, free of distractions. At the start of each class, click on the link provided in Canvas. If you get there before your professor, you will likely see a window asking you to wait until the host starts the meeting. When you join your Zoom class, you'll be prompted to choose one of the audio conference options. To configure your audio settings, click on Test Speaker and Microphone. First, test your speakers. Zoom will play a series of tones. You can change your audio output. For example, you may want to select your headphones rather than your computer speakers so you don't disturb others around you. Next, configure your microphone. A new dialog will appear asking you to speak and pause. Do you hear a replay? Say a short phrase into the mic, and you should hear it played back to you right away.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
If you need to change what microphone you are using, you can do this using the drop-down menu. On the next screen, you will see your speaker and microphone selections. Now you're ready for class. Click Join with Computer Audio to join the meeting. So now that you're in class, the next part is really important: how to control your mic and camera. To mute and unmute your mic, click on the microphone icon at the bottom left corner of your screen. As a courtesy to your other classmates, mute your mic when you're not speaking. Your professor might also have everyone muted to start by default. Just remember to unmute your mic before you speak up in class. Next, make sure your classmates and professor can see you. Click on the camera button on the lower left of your screen to enable your video. And if you're having connectivity issues, try shutting off your video. Once your professor starts class, you should see your classmates, just like a real class, except, well, online. There are two ways to view your classmates. Click on the icon in the upper left to toggle between Gallery View and Speaker View. When you're in Speaker View, Zoom will give focus to the person who is actively speaking. When you're in Gallery View, the active speaker will be highlighted, so you can easily tell who's speaking up in class. You can view a list of everyone who is in class with you by clicking on the Participants button. You will see a list pop out on the right-hand side of the meeting window. Here are some tips on how to participate in class. You can raise your hand by clicking on the icon at the bottom of the participants list. This will help signal to your instructor or the course's teaching assistant that you have a question or something to add to the discussion. You can also send a message to your teaching assistant, professor, or classmates by clicking on the chat icon located on the bottom of the screen. Your professor can place you in pairs or small groups by creating breakout rooms. You'll see a pop-up window asking you to join breakout room. Click Join Breakout Room, and you and your classmates can get started. Finally, when class has ended, click Leave Meeting. Have a great class!